Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mac here from Cryptstar Staking, your #1 validator on the Aleph Zero and Tezos blockchains. Also, now we have a validator on Liberland. We actually have 2 validators on Liberland blockchain. Very excited. We are incorporating our company in Liberland. We do have we're actually already incorporated in London, but now we're incorporating in Liberland, trying to expand our services a bit. Hopefully here soon we'll be launching one for different Polkadot ecosystem blockchain, but more information on that in the future. Let's go ahead and talk about Aleph Zero and the ecosystem. There's a lot of projects that are launched, some new updates here in the past couple of weeks, especially 21 Exchange, and we want to be covering that into today's video. So if you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that little thumbs up button, and let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. Today's video, I want to focus on this really great article by Reflexivity Research. They did a really precise article on Aleph Zero. It covers a lot of the ecosystem projects. Of course, it doesn't cover dark side suits, but that's their problem, not ours. By the way, dark side suits, we are launching a coin flip app on Aleph Zero. It's going to be really fast, really fun as well. A lot of cool art going on. We do have some stickers in our Discord. I'll leave a link to that in the description, but this video is not about that project. So anyways, 21x Exchange. The work of 21x on Aleph Zero represents a significant advancement in the domain of digitalizing trading. So the reason 21 Exchange decided to build on Aleph Zero was because it aligns with the innovative Aleph Zero ecosystem, and they really want to make sure that they are highly regulated. They want to make sure they match all of the regulation policies in the EU, and recently they did have some really big news saying that they actually got funded by an incubator project, the Fin Accelerate Cohort, which is a prestigious U.S. accelerator program empowered by the global powerhouse and U.S. top 10 law firm Jones Day. So not only do they have a foothold in the EU, but now they also have a foothold with a U.S. top 10 law firm in the U.S., Jones Day, in the U.S. So this is very great news for both Aleph Zero and for 21 Exchange. And because 21 Exchange is going to be using Aleph Zero as the back end, which will be all the transactions and everything going on, and then the front end will be an API, the middle end will be like an API, and they'll probably have some infrastructure in there. And then on the other end, they're going to have the front end. So anybody launching on the 21 Exchange, they don't have to use the 21 Exchange front end. They can actually just use the API calls and use their current front end and have all of their user interface there. And then just use the liquidity as well as the speed and everything of Aleph Zero on the very back end. So back end is going to kind of be Aleph Zero infrastructure, but then like the middle end is going to be the APIs and everything that 21 Exchange is going to create. And then the front end is going to be the UI, which could be 21 Exchange UI, or it could be a separate UI that's built by another company who is just using these 2 backends. So that's just for you guys' information. I think the biggest key point takeaway here is, I hate to do this, but basically 21 Exchange is what FTX was to Solana. So 21 Exchange is to, well, I guess I would say 21 Exchange is to Aleph Zero as FTX was to Solana. But the biggest difference here is 21 Exchange is based in Germany and the EU. So they're going to be much more highly regulated and much more secure. Aleph Zero doesn't have any downtime like Solana does, for one thing. So you're not going to have to worry about that. And also I have a feeling that it's going to be 21 Exchange is going to be much more integrated with Aleph Zero than FTX was integrated with Solana. And even now it's kind of taken over and taken a different direction anyway. But not going to get into that, just going to say like the 21 Exchange partnership is kind of similar to that partnership. So there's a lot of other interesting projects building on Aleph Zero, but we're going to be covering, like I said, 21x like I just did. And we also want to talk about Kinsu, which is liquid staking. I did cover this in a previous video as well, but Kinsu is going to introduce liquid staking to Aleph Zero. It looks like the project is still in its beginning stages, so there's a few updates on their Twitter. You can follow them on Twitter. Check it out on the website down here. Little Twitter link, or X link, I should say. But like I said, they're in the very beginning stages. I believe they're not going to launch here in the near future, but yep, something to keep your eye out for. It could be a very useful feature on Aleph Zero. Now, last but not least, I want to cover Explora Online. Explora Online did release some sneak demo footage here for you guys. So I'll go ahead and cover it in the video today. It seems like that a nice long 15-minute video if you guys want to look at it, but I'm going to cover this in about 3 minutes for you, so that way you don't have to watch the 15 minutes if you don't want to. So basically you have your ship here. When you first load the game, your ship will be launched into port, and you'll get stars. I think they said up to 50 stars. You can save it once, and you get a certain amount of stars every day. You can use those stars to go ahead and go to the trader, and then the trader you can get roll some dice, and then you get gold for that. You use the gold then to go ahead and go to the marketplace and purchase your ship upgrades, your cannons, your crew members, things like that. Repair your ship, all sorts of nice little goodies. Then from there you go to the world map, and you can kind of sail around here. Looks like the sailing speed is going to be relatively slow, so I'm not sure if you're going to have to remain logged in or if you're just going to click and then it'll take you there over time, or how that's going to work, but I'm guessing they're going to have more updates on this in the future. Okay, so yeah, just basically you go into the port, then you can explore, and if there's a battle, you have to battle, and then you get the gold, but it doesn't mean there's going to be gold every time, so it's kind of random. Each city will have a random amount of gold and I guess random items and stuff that you can get at each of the ports. And yeah, it looks like they have different terrain as well. So they have like an Ice Age terrain here, and you can go explore around. And from there, you have more settlements. You can see down here, there's another settlement. Yeah, so far that's pretty much all that I saw in the Explora Online update. It's very nice looking UI, very simple. I think it won't have anybody with any kind of computer pretty much can run it, which is the reason for focusing on sort of the pixelated graphics. It'll turn out pretty good. So yeah, go ahead and jump in their Discord if you want to learn more information about that. This is it for the video today. I hope you guys have a great weekend and stay safe, everybody. Peace out.